You know from previous videos that the slope of parallel lines have to be exactly the same and they have different y-intercepts. You also have been told that the slopes of perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals of each other. So we're going to look at some examples of what happens when you are looking at parallel and perpendicular lines that have different slopes other than your normal numbers that you're used to working with. So if you look at this xy plane that I have drawn, notice that they are in fact perpendicular to each other. So if you look at this a little more in detail, you've got the x-axis is a horizontal line with equation y equals 0 and a slope of 0. You can extend this to all horizontal lines so that they're all going to have a slope of 0. The y-axis is a vertical line with equation x equals 0, and it has an undefined slope. So all vertical lines that you come up with will have an undefined slope. Notice that these axes are in fact perpendicular to each other. So you can always say that vertical lines are always going to be perpendicular to horizontal lines, and also that horizontal lines are always going to be perpendicular to vertical lines. So they can ask you to do several examples of this in different ways. So we'll look at a few of these. I have 4 examples to do with you. So the first is to write an equation of a line that's parallel to y equals 5, and it goes through the ordered pair point 1, 2. So in explanation, we know that the line y equals 5 is a horizontal line, so it's going to have a slope of 0. So in order to be parallel, the new line must also have a slope of 0, and therefore will be a horizontal line. So what I've done is gone down here, and I have gone to plot the ordered pair point 1, 2 in the first quadrant, and then, as we discussed, it will in fact be a horizontal line. So I've drawn that in. The equation of all horizontal lines are y equals a number that is the y coordinate of the ordered pair. So in our case we have y equals 2. Another question they can ask is simply to write the equation of a line if it has an undefined slope and goes through a given ordered pair point. My given ordered pair point is negative 3/4 1. So again, in explanation, to have an undefined slope, we know that it must be a vertical line. So I have again gone through and graphed my ordered pair point in the second quadrant. We go over negative 3/4 on the x-axis, and we go up 1 unit in the y direction, positive, so I move up. So I am, of course, then the ordered pair in the second quadrant. And we know it is a vertical line, so that will have the equation x equals negative 3/4. Another question they might give you is to write the equation of the line that is perpendicular to the y-axis through the ordered pair point negative 3, 2. So in explanation, to be perpendicular to the y-axis, the line must be horizontal, and knowing that tells us that it has to have a slope of 0. So if I'm going to go through the ordered pair point negative 3, 2, I am over left 3 and up 2. And then I'm a horizontal line, so I have the equation y equals 2 since I go through the ordered pair point negative 3, 2. And last example, if I want to write an equation of a line parallel to the x-axis that goes through the ordered pair point 1, 4, we are going to describe that in order to be parallel to the x-axis, the line has to be horizontal, and of course would then have a slope of 0. And I again go through and graph my ordered pair point 1, 4, which is in the first quadrant. And then I know since I'm a horizontal line, it will lay in the same direction that the x-axis does. And we'll have an equation y equals 4 since I go through the ordered pair point 1, 4.